Hello. I didn't check my camera before I got on here. Hi, Candy. How are you? Let me see. Move this closer so you guys can hear me better this time. Hi, Patty. I had a rough time getting started this morning, so I didn't clean my desk off in preparation for today. Hi, Debbie. Let's see. Decided I'd go ahead and swatch all of the Handmade Modern. Well, not all of them. I believe, well, I know I've already swatched Morning Mist, but I don't think I've swatched the rest of these. It's been a while since I've been to Target's craft area, so I'm curious as to whether or not they've added more paints to their collection. Even though I'm not supposed to be buying any more paints. Let's see, Morning Mist, Handmade Modern, I got that one. The only one I might have already swatched is maybe Malted Milk. Nope, that's not in there. And Rose Gold's not in there. I wouldn't have swatched any of the other ones, so we'll do that. We'll swatch Handmade Modern today. But I do have my cards already cut, so you guys don't have to sit through that. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7, 6, 7. This. Got my wet wipes out to clean the plate off. My trusty Brayer. And is everyone just relaxing on this holiday weekend for those who are in the States? Or do you have plans? Even hanging out for me can sometimes be draining. So my weekends are fun when I have nothing to do but be in my craft room. Although I do have fun hanging out. Yet last night we were at my grandparents' house. As usual. Have our discussions and our debates and joke around. It's always a good time with family. Always. So we did that yesterday, and so everyone can do their own holiday socializing today. Let's see. Boop, boop, boop. So the lighting looks fine. Everyone can hear me fine. Boop, boop, boop. I think so. I think today is a lot better, even though it had a hard time getting started. My brain doesn't feel as frazzled as it did last time. Let's do it like this. We'll start with satin malted milk. I'm so excited that my little swatch collection is getting so big. It's growing up so fast. And then maybe by doing this, I can be like, oh yeah, I really have too many paints. Don't buy any more. Find the ones out of the ones you swatch that you really love. Make sure you have those. You know, I'm sure everyone has their staple paints they always reach for. My staples are Payne's Gray, Unbleached Titanium, Iridescent Bronze, Yellow Ochre Deep. So you're going to think of another one that's a staple paint color for me. The blues, it's just like if it's like the Wedgwood and the Morning Mist, those to a nice light blue. With the Liquitex, the gray green, the blue greens, love reaching for those all the time. Where's the name for this? Satin malted milk. Made. And as far as the sound last week, I don't think that had anything to do with the computer. I think I just wasn't speaking up last week. Did I just swipe my pen right through the middle of that? Good going, Jackie. I think it was just me last week. Me. Hello, Claire. Thanks for joining. What are some of you all's staple colors you like to work with? You know, everyone's not solely gel printing like I am. But I'm sure you guys journal. Maybe if you've been doing iCAD, you've picked a color palette that you're comfortable with. This is Warm Metal. This is a nice color. It's kind of like that, a little thick there in the middle. Maybe like the Champagne Gold by Martha Stewart that everyone's so in love with. It's a lot thicker, definitely, than the Martha Stewart Champagne Gold. That's the one thing that's nice about the handmade modern paints. They do have a nice thickness to them. You're a blue girl, Candy. All of them. All of them? So you don't have a preference for light blues? Of course, me, I'm more of a muted blue. The handmade modern, what kind of paints are they? The handmade moderns are acrylics. Some of them I think might have a gloss to them, and then they have the satin ones. And I think pretty much all the ones I have are satin. I don't care for gloss paints. So I think they do have some. I just didn't buy any of them. So this Warm Metal is a metallic. Very nice color. I like that. I think I don't use these as often because I have to dip the paint out with a palette or with a palette knife or something like that. I just really like being able to squeeze the paint onto whatever surface I need them to be on. And I definitely need to start using these more. I know last Saturday, pulling out the charcoal, that was my first time using it, but that was that's a really pretty color. I can't talk and write at the same time, clearly. That was Warm Meadow by Handmade Modern. Goes very well with Satin Malted Milk. It's a nice, just a slight difference. So you know how when I gel print, I like to, especially on that last layer, I like to have two colors that are similar but different enough so that it creates a little interest in the background, some depth, I guess you could say. And it's really not lighting here, but gosh, this camera is overcompensating for the lack of light. But if I were to open the curtains, it'd really be too light. So please forgive that. I'm still trying to find a program that will allow me to control the webcam. But every time I install one, it just really causes problems in my computer, like you saw last Saturday. I love metallics too. I like to use them as a little pop of color in whatever I'm working on. I love to see a piece and just tilt it in a certain way and have the light catch that metallic in certain areas, kind of like a surprise, I guess you could say, maybe. Oh, you're welcome, Claire. Thank you so much for buying from my Etsy shop. I know international shipping can be a real hurdle when it comes to purchasing from stores online, and how some shops just don't even offer it, but then when they do, it can be really expensive. So I really appreciate you buying from me. This is rose gold. I really want to like rose gold. I really truly do, but this, I'm realizing, is a strange color, and it seems to be hard for companies to get it. Okay. Rose gold. I think today I have a few more to add to the store, to the Etsy shop. I'm going to try to sit down, get the pictures taken. I have so much to do. Get the pictures taken, write up the listings, all that good stuff. Ooh, this is a creamy looking copper. I love light coppers. Golden's light copper. This one has a nice look to it. It's not too orange. Regular coppers tend to just be way too orange to me. Rose gold in Handmade Modern, or you found it in another brand? Purples, pinks, and blues. Anything iridescent. I like dark purples. I like muted pinks. And I don't know what I mean when I say that. Muted, I'm trying to think of a color I already have that's a pink, but it's not like a pastel pink. It maybe has some gray in it. So it's not a normal pink. That's like any color that has a gray or brown or something added to it to kind of take the edge off of it. Those are the type of colors I like. But I know, like, if there's a color you love, you know how to use it. So I love seeing bright colors used by other people because they love them, and then so they know how to use them. I gotta write this down here. Light copper. My brain just refuses to learn how to work with primary colors and pastels. And even though I love jewel tones, even then when I use it in my work, it's just a pop of color, like with the metallics. Love metallics, but they're just a pop of color. Like the basis of a lot of my prints is going to be a muted and or neutral color. Oh, why can't I get this off of here? Come on. Yeah, I hope, Claire, was it you said you're going to try and go to Target? Oh, Cindy, you said you're going to try to go to Target. Yeah, I hope you can find the paints there. Should be able to. Morning Mist is by far my favorite Handmade Modern paints. Come on. I don't remember them being this hard to pull off. Just trying not to be messy today. There we go. So many paints that I haven't opened. I'm ashamed of myself. Okay. Oh, let's see. And I was trying to think of what we could do today. I don't know if everybody's bored with postcards. I would say we could do some journaling, but I struggle with journaling quite a bit. I think it's because I have a very minimalistic type of approach when it comes to journaling. And I feel like it's just not enough compared to the journals I always see. But what can you do if that's my style? That's my style, right? Pretty color. Um, ICAD is anyone participating in ICAD? Has that ended? I was telling an artsy friend about that. She had not heard of ICAD, but I couldn't remember when it ends. Did it end? It starts in April, right? Or did it start in June? It started in June, so it ends August 1st. 61 days. I remember that much. Robin's egg. I think what I'll do is, starting from today, my swatches, I'll take pictures of them and post them along with the same post that I usually post the postcards. That way you can get a better idea of the color, because this camera, it's not doing a bad job, but I think taking a picture might be better. And I might need to pull my camera up because I'm not getting a lot of space in frame. And that one peeled a lot better. Peeled off. Just slap that on there. Oh no, I dropped it. Okay. This is elephant. Oh, you liked when I did the journal page? That came out pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with that, even though whatever I used over the top of it made her skin model, but it still looks nice, I think. Yeah, for Etsy, I have to list the stencil that I had on Patreon for May and June. And then I have that other asemic writing stencil that I made that looks kind of like a ribbon. I haven't listed that one yet. Some of my stencils I need to update the listing so that they have the large option available. And there was something else I was going to do. Oh, I have some of the carved stamp border stencil. I think I'm going to break some of those out and create a pattern with them. So create some new stencils with those just to have the pattern, because one of my friends was telling me that she really loves 2 or 3 of the borders specifically, and I like those a lot too. So I think it'd be nice to have a pattern made of just those. And it really doesn't take me long to like put a stencil together. It's the listing that takes all the time. So I just haven't felt like going through that, which is why I haven't listed those Patreon stencils. That's a nice gray. And one last one. Charcoal, which we used last week, but I don't have it swatched. So I will do that today. This is a pretty gray charcoal. Is that considered a gray? An off black, maybe? It has an interesting undertone to it, maybe blue. Not a Payne's gray, but not an off black. Very interesting. I probably put a little too much paint on there. Let's take a little bit off. I took too much off. That'll be enough. It's enough. I get the idea. And that's all that matters. Oh yeah, when they're up there, that's pretty much a good representation of the color. I guess till I put my finger there and then it auto focuses, auto adjusts. Okay, that's that. Wipe this off. Put this back on here. And charcoal. Handmade modern. Okay, dokie. So out of these, I guess I gotta leave that out because we'll work on a postcard with these colors. And then of course this is Morning Mist. So these are all of the handmade modern colors I have. Like I said, maybe I'll go hop into Target and see if they have any more colors. But I think these were pretty much the colors that I tend to like. I'm going to raise this up some because it's just a little too close, I think. Can't quite see all that I'm working with here. Waiting for the catch up so that I can see what you all are seeing. Make sure I have everything in there. Okay, yeah. That's still a little too far back. Okay. So, that's what we have here. Charcoal's not quite dry yet. So we have Malted Milk, Satin, lovely satin color. The Warm Metal, that's a really pretty color. Kind of a satin metallic as well, in my opinion. Rose Gold also kind of has a satin metallic look to it. The Light Copper, I have quite a few rose gold and coppers, and let's see, this copper, yeah, once again, this rose gold is just so different from it. Oh, I had already swatched it. Good googly muggly. There you go, Jackie. Good job. So Yeah, look how different these rose golds are. Very different. I don't think I like. Maybe this is an actual rose gold because these kind of look more coppery to me. These two. But there's nothing wrong with that. You know, paints can be named a certain way, but it's really just a matter of you know, swatching them out and knowing what you're working with. You know, this is the color you want. It doesn't really matter what it's called. What did I just do with that? I put it back in there. The rose gold. Okay. But yes, so the Morning Mist, one of my favorite colors. And Elephant, that looks nice together. Maybe we can print with these. And I might have to pull out a couple more colors. Those 4. Print with those. I think that would be nice. So we have charcoal, elephant, robin's egg, and malted milk are the winners for today. Put the rest of these away. I labeled them all, right? Yep, so I can put my pen away. I'm gonna make a square here so I can figure out where I am in this camera. Okay, so what we do next, as always, Happy Mail. I have some postcards that came. Oh, where did I put them? I sent myself Happy Mail. Dude, where did I put those postcards? I just had them. Let's slide them in a drawer. Put them in my planner. Nope. That's crazy. I just had them. I hate feeling unorganized, guys. What the heck? Where did I? Oh, this is no fun. I'm stuck on somewhere and don't know where. Aw. I'll keep looking around while I open this. So, this is an order I made off of Etsy. I'm trying to find where I can open it. And it is, what's this? Stickers? I guess maybe they offer making stickers for people. But I can't use these because they have words going across the top. Interesting. You know, maybe I can print over them. What's this? More stickers? Now this is cute. I like kawaii stuff, but I don't really use it. Definitely love it. Love seeing it. I'm into like all things Japanese, so can't be into Japanese and not appreciate their kawaii stuff. Although this company might be in China. I don't remember. But it's something that I don't need but can't stop buying. Washi! I love a cute, well, not cute. I love a nice washi. So this one, let me get a book so I can kind of lay them out for you on a piece of paper. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, the postcards are underneath the chair I was sitting in. I would not have seen that if I hadn't gotten up. So we'll get back to the postcards. Let's swatch. Look at these washis. So cool. Look at that. So cool. Wait a minute. What's going on here? This is a first for me. Oh. This is the kind that's like sticker paper. Okay. It's cool. Where are my other... I said I wanted to kind of like just have a swatch book for my washi tape. I don't think that's really a functional, as functional as it sounds. But I think it's nice, it's pretty to look through a book with all your washi tape, maybe. This is going to be a bad spot because there's adhesive on there. So, love this tape. So it repeats. I think this might be the whole length of it. From yeah, so that's about it's maybe a 10-inch length in design, and then it repeats. So see, in this strip we have from here to here, so from there to there. That might be a foot. And let's see, can I remember who I bought this from? Yeah, it's just under a foot, about 11 3/4 inches of design. And I think this is perfect for adding a little something to a collage. I don't know. Hi, Kathy. That's fine. I'm glad you decided to drop in and say hi. I'm just opening up some Happy Mail. This Happy Mail is some that I've sent to myself. I totally believe in sending yourself Happy Mail. A little retail therapy, nothing wrong with it. Just gonna cut off a little section of this so it'll stay stuck. Okay, so we got that, and this one, like I said, I'm a fan of Japanese culture. I am a long time on again, off again Japanese language learner. Have not been to Japan, but it is not on my bucket list, because if I get to Japan, I'm going to get there multiple times. So I don't consider that a bucket list thing. Let's see, and so I think, this is kind of random how these are on here. Maybe this is the length of this tape. So we have bamboo. Love bamboo. I think I kind of want to work on having a journaling style that's like how you see some of the journalers who work with a really neutral color palette, and they might have, you know, kind of collage it, but the bits and pieces are placed here and there, you know, and it's not just a whole big collage. I think that's kind of what I want to go towards. So I like things like this. So if I had a whole like toned notepad, I would, you know, put some lined paper here and some other paper there, and then, you know, a little swatch of a bamboo washi, and I have some neutral tone thin washi, you know, just really, really minimalistic. And I know it's probably boring to some people, but that kind of journaling, I really like that. Yeah, love the bamboo. And this, I kind of have a thing for eucalyptus too, I think. So I bought this washi. I like just plain green plants. I do love flowers and blooms and buds and all that kind of good stuff. But once again, for my journaling aesthetic, I think I would enjoy having these. And it's like blocked off, so I can easily cut off a section of it and use it in a journal. What I like to do is like put it on cardstock and then cut it out, and so it's kind of like I was going to say clip art, not clip art, kind of like a oh my goodness, where are my words today? I think you guys know what I'm talking about, but die cut. So this looks like a die cut, and it's really just washi. Kathy, I absolutely love wide washi because I will take it and I'm so overly prepared that I scare myself. My tags are here with the rest of my paper that I use to print with. I will take wide washi and literally put it over a whole tag and have a background, and then cut it. I think it depends on the type of wide washi. Like, you have to look for the type of wide washi that works with how you like to do tags, and or if you do like to do tags, tags and journal pages. So I'll take this and I'll just run it across the whole tag. And then it gives me something to start with, or, you know, it being washi, you really don't need anything else. This can stand alone well by itself. I never usually have such an issue with wrinkling. Maybe I've forgotten how to efficiently apply this stuff, but I don't care about the wrinkling either. So I'll do this with the wide washi. Love, love, love wide washi. And I have quite a few wide washis. I have this one, but I don't think I've used it yet. I'll put that on a piece of, this is my favorite wide washi. It's all text. Love it. Haven't even opened this one yet. Got that probably a month or so ago. Thought thought I had more wide washi than that, but I guess that's all I have. In my mind, I purchased more than that. In my mind, I probably have gone through a lot of washi that I wanted to buy and ended up not buying. But yeah, so I will just trim off the edges. Hard for me to see. Like I said, it looks bright to you guys, but it's kind of dim in here. And I have the eyesight of a bat. Should be using my no stick scissors. Get this, put this up. And even if you don't use the tag, you know, on an art journal page or whatever, it could be nice to use it on a gift. So see, look at that. That is such a pretty washi. I get so excited about washi, and I don't use it nearly as much as I need to if I want to get through them all. I just like looking at them. It's like paper. I like doing with my papers and my prints and stuff. So I didn't pull that all the way out. I'm not sure where this, what all's on here. Bye, Kathy. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Pam. So let's see. I have that big, I'm not good with plant names either, but I think they're actually on here, the plant names. Lavender of Silent? No, that's on all of them. That's a lie. Okay. So this is the whole length of it. It repeats back to this one. So you have, once again, a foot of design. Can you guys see that? Lots of pretty images of green leafy goodness. I love, love, love images of leafy plants. So that's that. And when I see a washi that I like, I really have to stop myself from buying more than one roll. Because, you know, you want to like something you like, oh, I don't want to run out of it, but you know, you got to move on. You got to try different things, right? And you can't try different things if you got 50 million of the same thing. So this one, I've had this one for probably a year now. And you know what? I think I might have used this on a tag. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll just go straight down the middle. Come on, no wrinkles. Okay. So that one, again, goes with the whole leafy greeniness that I like so much. All of these I purchased on Etsy. But these that are from a year ago, I'm pretty sure they'll be kind of hard to find. And that repeats again right there. So this is the whole length of it. Very nice, and you can just take bits and pieces of this and add it to a journal, planner page. And it's definitely easier to take the bits and pieces when you add it to cardstock and then cut it out. So yeah, that's that one. I was thinking to myself when I was kind of thinking about what I was going to do today, I was wondering, maybe we'll do some tags and affix them to postcard backing. And I don't think that'll be too thick that it'll have a problem. They'll, balk at me sending it as a postcard. What do you think? I like doing tags. I love working on small surfaces. Small substrate, tags, ATCs, postcards, index cards, as big as I comfortably like to be, is in my 6x8 journal, 6x9 journal, whatever these Strathmore journals are. What is this? 5.5 by 8.5. This is my comfort zone right here. Because I just can't take in really anything bigger than that. Not in frame. Oh, I wasn't in frame. Sorry, guys. I need to just kind of take a moment and take myself in. Where's my tape? I'm going to just get some low tack washi and take myself in frame here. Pardon me. So let's see. I'm about right here. This is crazy. And about right here. I'm not going to make you guys have to keep telling me I'm out of frame. That's just rude of me. Okay. So, here's this one. Happy Saturday, Susie. I'm just going through some Happy Mail, which led me to pulling out some more washi tape. I was just speaking on how much I love wide washi and showing how I like to use it to just completely cover tags. So that was this one that I just got on Etsy. Let me see if I can pull it up right quick. The shop name. And where's the other one I had on? This was the other one. So these are 4 inches wide. Oh, this one was from these 4 were from Zakka Lover. ZAKKALOVER. Zakka Lover. And I've purchased washi from them before. It's probably been a couple years. This actually might have been from them. I think I get most of my wider tapes from them. I don't think there's any way to search through my purchases to see who I've purchased from before. But yeah, I've definitely purchased from them. I just can't remember what. So, and then this one might have been Zoccolor as well. Get these out of the way. See if I can get this. I know I have more than one roll of this. This is actually almost to the end. I have to grab the other roll from my mom's house where I'm storing all my excess craft supplies. I have 1 week left of my vacation, and I really need to take this next week to move all of my overstock at her house down into the basement so that she can have that room back to house her puzzles and to do them in there. So this one, love the text on this. And this one isn't as long, so it started repeating back right here. So wonderful text. Washi. My fave. Out the way. Perfect background. Perfect instant background for a tag or ATC. And I'm not throwing these away because even these little strips are good for something. Add a little something something on something. I have my Rascog next to me, so anytime I have excess washi, it just gets stuck to the Rascog. And I use washi to close some of my packaging for my Etsy shop, so it never builds up over there. Okay. So that was those. And this, I think, would actually be the perfect size for ATC. This is not a new one. Let's see, this. Even if this is wide enough, I feel like that, you know, if you kind of rip the edges, maybe stamp the underside of here, rip the edges, keep it real nice and simple. I think today is going to end up being a collage day, guys. Somehow, as I'm talking, I'm feeling collaging today. We'll still do some printing because I know that's how a lot of people have found me, is through printing, and they want to see if I do anything crazy with the gel plate. Need some water. A little parched. I said I need water, and then I grabbed my cup with cream soda. Love cream soda. What was I doing? I was grabbing ATCs. I need to cut this down because this isn't exactly 2.5 by 3.5. Just slightly bigger. Let's get another one out. I'll get 2 of them because that's not that wide, but still. But 3 now. These are the same one, yeah, I got that one. Woo! It's getting a little warm in here. Okay. So, let's open this last one that I just purchased before I get off on a tangent and start playing with old ones. So this is the last one I bought. Again, more text. I love text. Numbers. So this starts repeating right here. So that's the foot of washi design pattern. Very nice. I like the blue. The dark blue on white. That's that one. Rid of the boxes. Okay. What else? Oh, yeah, and I didn't open this on camera. This I got off Amazon. It came in a set of 2. And the other one is, I think, a washi with like hankos on there. The Japanese stamps. Signature stamps. Where are they? Where is it? It's not at the top because I kind of moved my washi from one area to the other. Oh, here it is. So this was the other one that came in the set off of Amazon. And these actually, I don't know if these are Japanese. They might just be Chinese stamps. Or made up now that I'm looking at them. Made up stamps. Although these could be the ancient way of writing their kanji. And a lot of them have been, probably all of them have been simplified. And these are a lot more complex. Okay, so this one is the perfect size, I believe. Ooh, a little too wide. I mean, a little too narrow. Almost got the ATC covered. Yeah, that's just a really nice way of just adding something to it quickly. Love washi. I'm addicted to buying it. We'll get back to that. But there is more to look at. So we will be back to that. I got postcards in the mail. This is from Peggy. She sent me another one. And so this is using, I believe this is gel printed. She painted the paper and then glued it on here. So this is my stencil, the abstract pattern. I get, I think this one's 2. I get 1 and 2 confused. They're slightly different. But still, I use the same element that I repeated over and over and over again to make the pattern. But yeah, love that. And I received mail from Australia, from Sue England in Australia. I keep saying I'm going to get a letter opener, and I haven't done it. It's gotten my fancy letter opener. Let's see what's in here. This is okay. This looks like one of my stencils. My cell stencil. Ooh. Let's see if there's anything in here. Nope. Love these colors. I'll be holding on to that to use in there. So she sent me a stencil. How nice. Of these peppers. Chili peppers. Very thoughtful of her. I don't think Sue has been on any of the live streams. I might have to send her a message on Facebook is where I think where we've been messaging. Facebook, it might have been Instagram. But yes, that is that. And actually, technically, I have some more happy mail. I don't know if you are aware, but I am on the Gel Press creative team. I've actually been a member since probably the beginning of the year, but they've had some reorganization going on, and they've added new members to the team over the past month or two. And on the Gel Press Facebook page and on their Instagram page, they've been introducing and reintroducing us, and they wanted to make sure everybody had everything. And so for the most part, I had everything. Hey, Susanna. For the most part, I had everything, but I was missing a few things. So these are the few things that they've sent me. So we've got the texture combs. I'll push this in. The texture combs I was missing. This came loose and everything fell out of place. But Carrie Sally has been with Gel Press for a while, and she has a signature plate set, and it's called Faith Impressions. So it comes with, let me find something to put this behind so you guys can see it. So it comes with a heart, a cross, I don't know, maybe these are something kind of like a flower, I don't know, a star of some kind. And then, I hope that's not ruined. And then border plates, because these are specifically were designed with Bible journaling in mind. So with journals that are made for, Bibles that are made for journaling, they have a margin, a wide margin on the side that's about this length. So this is probably what, almost 2 inches, if not. Looking at the plate, I think it kind of got roughed up in the mail. This is 2 1/4 wide. So yeah, so that margin might be a little bit bigger than that. So 2.5 inches. So yeah, and this pamphlet comes in here. I guess walking you through maybe a week of Bible journaling. So that's that. And it's not just, you know, you don't just have to use it exclusively for, you know, Bible journaling. Kat Kerr has a video up, I think. I know she posted pictures of her work she did with these. She used them on tags, I believe. Snap all that up so they don't slide out of place again. There we go. Snug as a bug in a rug. So yeah, lots of plates in there. And this whole blocking myself in thing is not working. This washi tape is a little too low tech. I just didn't want to rip my paper, my underpaper. And then also they sent me the white brayer. And they have 4-inch in black and a 4-inch in white. And the purpose for the difference in color is a lot of times people prefer to have 2 brayers when they're working so that they don't have to worry about cross-contamination, or if one brayer's specifically for alcohol ink and the other's for acrylic paint, just so you can easily differentiate between the 2 brayers. That's why they have white ones and the black ones. You ordered the Faith Impression set for the border plates? Yeah, they're nice. I think they're really easy to work with. Yeah, Debbie, I'm on the gel press team. Let's see, sometime at the end of last year, Sally Lynn McDonald sent me a message asking me if I would be interested. And of course. Like, they sent me all the products, but crazy enough, I'm so addicted to gel printing and love the gel press plates that I had probably over half of all the plates they already had, that they have in stock. The only ones I really didn't have were the Impressables. So, and that's not it. So I don't know if you're familiar with the Impressables, but they have pattern in the plate. The plate already has the pattern in it. So like this is raised. So the plate, the back side of the plate is flat like a normal gel press plate. So, you know, with any plate, you can use either side of your gel press plate. You know, so if you ruin one side, like you have, you left something, it's sitting on something and the imprint in there is not coming out, just flip it over to the other side and start pressing on the other side. So you have this design that's in the plate. And I'll ink this up because as you can see, they're still nice and pretty. I haven't used them yet. But maybe I'll use them today and show you guys what they look like. And so this one's the Repeat Squares, I believe is the name of that one. And these are 12 by 12. And they also have 7 by 7. So this is overlapping circles, repeat circles, mandala, rose mandala, my favorite one, even though I haven't used it yet. And so this is the small size of this 12 by 12 one. I'm wondering if I'm missing a 12 by 12 because I think, no, they must only have 2 of the 12 by 12s. I thought one of the circles was also 12 by 12, but it's not. So, as of just by happenstance, because this wasn't planned, but I'll demo these for you. But right now, the Impressables are 50% off on the Gel Press website. And Domestic shipping for orders over $50 is free. Oh. Trying to put these things back so my area doesn't get easily overwhelmed. Yeah, Pam, I was hoping for a soft brayer as well. You guys know how I love my soft brayers, or maybe you don't, but for the techniques that I like to use, removing the paint off the plate, it's easier, I feel, for me to do with a soft brayer. I don't know if anyone's ever tried, anyone ever has done the removing of the paint from the plate, as you're adding layers, remove some and add some. If you've done that with the hard brayer and it seems to be working fine, let me know. But I'm definitely a soft brayer gal. So we've got these, and we'll play with those. Put these away. So I think that concludes the Happy Mail. On to creating. Get those out the way. Okay. So yeah, they don't make soft. And you know what? I was going through. I get all my soft brayers from Hobby Lobby, and I was in Hobby Lobby earlier this week, and I didn't see them. I didn't see any of the soft brayers. I have to look around because it looks like they've moved some things. But usually you can find the soft brayers in the printmaking section where they keep the lino carving materials and speedball stuff so that you can do screen printing. So you used to be able to find these in that section, and when I went to that section, all I saw were the hard rubber brayers. So I didn't take the time to look around the whole store to see if maybe they had moved them to another section. But I hope they aren't getting rid of them, even though I have quite a few that I bought for the purpose of teaching classes. They last me a long time. I don't clean mine. Once they start to get too much paint on them, I'll literally take scissors and cut off the paint that's spilling over the edges, and it'll take a few prints to fill the paint back up a little bit so that you don't get those rough edges. But I've had them forever. The only reason why I stopped using the one that I had before was because I adjusted the screws because they were sticking out, and then after doing that, it doesn't roll as smoothly as it should. But I think if I just take some time every now and then to use it, it'll loosen up a bit, and I'll be able to use it again. But I don't replace these very often. I don't know if you can see that, but see how the paint's hanging over the foam? Yeah, that's where I just cut that off and keep it moving. Okay. Innoverts, the brand name, I have to look into those. These I get from Hobby Lobby because they are the Master Touch brand, and Hobby Lobby, like at least once a month, has Master's Touch 50% off. So I think regular price they're like $5 or $6. So with the 50% off, you're down to $2.50, $3. So really cheap, and I like to stock up on them. Put that over. Don't think I have, you know how I like to have mine on plates. Trying to wait till my maker lab in my area opens up so I can go there and cut more plates for all of my mounts, for all of my gel plates. So what we will do, this is 7 by 7. Let me get my light together. Let's do this. Maybe we'll do it in the round. It's the 8 by 8 round plate. Not 8 by 8, 8 inches round. I haven't used this since the one gel press video I made. I'm going to be having another one coming up in this month. So what I shall do is pull this, and maybe we'll work with this background. And for that, I will need paper that's bigger than what I've been using lately. 8.5 by 11 Hammermill premium digital copy paper is what this probably is. Oh wait. Okay, yeah. So let me pull this with, I'll pull it with white. I kind of want this to kind of look open, so I won't pull that with anything darker. And let's cross our fingers that it comes off, because we're talking months here, folks. Paint's been sitting here for months. Once again, I don't have my moderator. I fell asleep last night before him, and he stayed up and played games all night long. Which I'm not, you know. It's summertime. The year's been rough. Can't really go outside. Well, not that he's going to go outside late anyway. He doesn't usually play video games during the day. But, you know, it's summertime, so I don't mind him being up late playing the video games. But he was up way too late this time. And I was tired and slept all the way through the night. And so now he's asleep. Little bugger. Oh, that's pretty. Let's hope that all pulls off there, huh? Fingers crossed. Where are we at? 1.5 hours. I might just have to write I think I'm going to draw a little bracket here on the side just to let me know to stay within it, because this tape is getting on my nerves. On me nerves. I don't know why this is so far over. I don't remember taking the camera off the windowsill. I'm definitely too far over to the left. Okay. Okay, dry. So, okay. And I think maybe they're not selling them in stores, and they'll still sell the Brayer online. I think you have to search for ink Brayer. they have the 8-inch hard rubber. Should be more than that. This, yeah, that looks like the soft rubber. So, does it say that? This convenient braided red handle, very soft and even black foam surface. So yeah, I think that's it. So at Hobby Lobby, the SKU number right there. Good job, Jackie. Good job. Then we're gonna get a new phone. This phone does not seem to be responding to my touch like it should. It's an iPhone 7, so I think they're just trying to get rid of me. So I might have to bump up to the, what is it, 11 now. So this is the SKU for the soft foam brayer, 4-inch soft foam brayer at Hobby Lobby. Can you see that, guys? And yeah, my favorite brayer. And I highly recommend it. And it can be taken apart. You know, it has the screws on there, but I haven't been too lucky with that. Like I said, the screws had loosened, and so I tightened them up just the slightest bit, and it was not rolling right after that. Okay, guys. See if this peels off. Super crunchy. Remember what colors I used for this, but I love it. So it didn't leave much behind there. Put that away. And so this should fit quite nicely in there. But unfortunately, that's kind of dark. Which means I would have to print across it in white or gray. Melted milk, white, gray. Any of these really would work. It's just kind of dark. So let's see. Okay, snap in and out. And so, Candy, the ones you're referring to, they're soft foam, and you clean them how? Because I've been afraid to clean mine. Not that I really wanted to anyway, but I don't think I can like soak them in Murphy's soap like a lot of people do with the hard brayers. Pardon me, hydrating. Let's see, what are we gonna try here? Let's see what white does. We'll put white on there. Excuse me. I just really wish I had amount to put this on because I'm always afraid of just dropping it. kind of flip it over and do boop. Now I think there's enough space right here that this actually will probably might end up hitting part of the print. So I'll just go ahead and put a little paint on there just to give it a little grunge effect. And this is where I drop it. Not centered at all. I should have marked the centers. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Dish soap and water down this soap. Okay. I hate that I didn't think about centering that better. Oh well. And there you go. It's a nice subtle, even with the white on there, I think the white came out pretty good on that. What do you guys think? I think if I have an art journal to stick this in. I thought I had a square art journal, but I think I might have given it to my mother. So I might have to go get another square art journal. That's what I do with my prints. I just like sticking them in art journals. It's boring that way. Right there. There we go. Yeah, I like that. So that, my friends, is, well, maybe we'll do a couple more. I don't know. The round mandalas, the mandalas in the circle. So give me an excuse to go out to the store. I gotta go buy a square journal. No. I'm so sad. I'm a sad, sad human being. Now we'll keep this moving. We'll keep it moving. Keep it moving. I'll show you this one. To pull out my, I don't use the big plates that often unless I'm just working on my own because I gotta clear out the whole area just to fit them on here. Let's see. Let's do this. So I gotta, nope, that's not 12 by 12. Where's my 12 by 12 plate? That's interesting. I don't have it here. And I definitely don't have my 12 by 12 paper ready. Give it a minute. Where is the white 12 by 12? I have black 12 by 12. Let's print on that. Hey, Sarah. How's it going? Did you have a class to teach today on Zoom? Oh, metallic. Well, I have a metallic, but I put the metallic away. Let's try the robin's egg. And this is what I'm gonna do. Like I said, I just like being able to squeeze out paint. I'm gonna start trying to use these more often. The robin's egg. I think I'm just gonna brayer this onto just a few sections. We're just looking at some Impressables right now. I received a few things in the mail from Gel Press, just getting me any products that I didn't already have. And I remembered that Impressables are 50% off on the Gel Press website. It's kind of hot here, so this shouldn't take long to dry. What else am I going to mix on here? Let's go for elephant and white. I want that. This didn't quite dry yet. I know that's not dry. I don't want the colors to mix up wet on wet. Oh, okay, and you're off. Oh, so that's like I thought those classes were something you were doing yourself, offering yourself. You're part of a teaching site. Some gray in there. The robin's egg is peeling off, which is cool. Not too concerned with that because I wanted the colors to kind of blend anyway, kind of overlap. See how far I can get with the white though with it doing that. Still off the camera. I must have moved the camera and just don't remember doing that. Nice. And what did you teach today, if I might ask? If I may ask of you, madam? Let's try. I hope this is not. Okay. So I don't have to worry about the white getting tinted with the gray and the blue. You know what? I'm just going to go over the whole thing. So she says. And then it all starts peeling up. Ooh, my. Maybe I'm not using enough paint. We go in one direction. No, what we're going to do is go ahead and pull this print before any more paint decides to come off. See if it'll pull. I don't know why I was just getting ready to try to flip that over. That was not going to happen. Oop. Didn't line it up right. I think this is going to end up getting cut up into strips because it didn't pull as a full print correctly. Oh, I think I did see you put something out on Instagram about that, the Shibori Indigo dyeing. Cool. And so the participants, you give them a list of the things they need to have, and they go out and get it. I really like the robin's egg, the white, and the elephant together from what did print. So let's put some more white down. Maybe I should not use a matte paint. I say that, but I cannot. Oh, there it is. Liquitex. Maybe that'll work better. And you guys can't even see the colors in the camera. What the heck? It looked like it was all white in the camera. It's crazy. The delay. This is just painful. I'm trying to make sure you guys can see it, but the delay in this video is just awful. But it's there. Like I said, I'll put pictures up. Let's try this with a paint that is not satin or matte and see if I can get the rest of this up. Definitely works a lot better with paints that aren't satin or matte, or is that just my imagination? Probably would have worked better if all the paints I used were not satin or matte. Okay, gotta move fast. Let's try to line this up better this time, Jackie. Still kind of missed it. Okay. Just peeling some of this off. Just so I can leave a void in this plate. Because I still have, even though you can't see it, I still have the gray and the green, the robin's egg, on there. And now some white, and I'll put something else in there, maybe a pattern in that open area and pull it. And then that can be a postcard back or something. Okie dokie, here we go. So there we go. That's nice. I missed the spot. definitely love this color combination. We'll go with that for today. I mean, I had planned on going with it anyway, right? We pick those colors. But maybe even just printing. I do have some black cardstock. I take that back. I thought I had some black cardstock already cut up for postcards, but maybe that's what we'll be doing today, working on black cardstock. I'm going to cut some of these pieces out and we'll just continue to add to it. Maybe some white Semic writing or stamping or embossing. I went out to the stores and also purchased, I thought I already had detailed embossing powder, but I couldn't find it. If I do have it, I cannot find it. So I went out to Michael's and purchased white detail embossing powder. So we'll see how that looks on print. Okay, where is the top to this plate? Okay. What did I do with it? It's a 12-inch piece of plastic. Where did it go? Put that out of the way. Oh, there it is. It's where I was just getting ready to stick the plate. So predictable. Okay, out of the way. Huge plates. Love this pattern. Love this pattern. Mandala. The petals. Really cool. I need to put something down on there. It's kind of peeling up. But okay. Let's, what did I say I was going to go with this? Oh, I was going to put something in here. And that shall be, finally got batteries for my labeler. Now I can figure out which binder has my stencils in it and which one has postcards. Ooh, let me put my postcards away. Lost them again. Okay. Scratch that. Let's see. How about this one? A nice big pattern. Put that on the inside there. Just peeking through. And charcoal. Get the full pattern in there. Yeah, I think so too, sir. I really like that. I know it's hard for you all to see the green, I keep calling it green, the robin's egg. It's hard for you all to see that, the difference between those colors in the print. It looks really nice. Gonna roll that in the middle. I don't know how this is gonna look because usually I use the dark color as the first layer. This is kind of in the background. We got 13 people online today. Welcome, welcome. We're going to pull that too. It's not the same colors. This is actually a different one. That was pale olive that I used on that plate. but it still works well with the charcoal and gray. There's no gray on there, I don't think. Okay, what did I say I was going to pull this with? White? Or maybe it should be gray. Let's try gray. Let's make sure it's dry, and then we'll put elephant in the background there. Maybe elephant and mix it with white. Oh, yes, Sarah. Thank you so much for making those stamps. So exciting. I ordered the set, the egg set from Art Foamies. I ordered that set, so just waiting for them to send it out so I can play with it. That should be dry enough. It's a satin, so it doesn't take as long to dry. What did I say? Elephant and white. Is this a little bit? No, there's already some white down here, but I like to sometimes mix that. I actually don't want these to mix too much because I want the gray to kind of stand out still. Just so that the lines aren't as harsh. You know, if there's white in the background, even though there's, wow, today, man, it's these handmade lines. They're just not rolling with me today. It's hot, but I didn't think it was like dry today, like dry heat today, but maybe it is. I live in an old house, and so there is no central air, and so the weather outside definitely affects us in here. So glad the stream isn't choppy today. That was driving me nuts. Boy, this paint is jumping off the plates. I shouldn't have a problem with these pools. Come on, don't do that. That side didn't want to pull. But that's cool. It's for the postcard anyway. Love that. Love that stencil with these colors. It's cool. Trying to find somewhere to put my plate. So we're going to let that dry, and then I'm going to cut it down to 4x6 and stick that on a postcard. Let's see how we can embellish this a little bit so that some of these pieces just aren't sticking down. And I don't want to use gel medium because I'm afraid it's going to cloudy up the black background. So I'm just going to flake that off. Just going to kind of rough it up a little bit, get the little bits that don't want to lay down. Okay, so what to do in the background? do some white embossing. I have some some of that. Maybe some of these. Love this stamp. Maybe put that in the background. Got a wood grain stamp. One of my favorite stamps. I went to Tuesday morning sometime last year and they just had a whole bunch of these. And I picked up probably most of them. Great background stamps. It's not to say that I've used them yet, but great background stamps, especially for the size. Let's see. You can stamp up a whole ATC, stamp up. So 3 by 5, so that would do a whole section of like what I do for the postcards. My 3 by, I use the 3 by 5 plate, and so that will cover that. That's not 3 by 5. That's 2.5 by 5. I don't know. It's hot. No math. Yeah, my postcards. There's only one postcard. Put my postcard away before I forget and lose it again. Got a wonderful collection here. The one Peggy sent me the first time. That's Susie. This is Peggy. This was the first one she sent me. She sent me that one. I really like that. Like those stamps. Which look like they might be hand carved. But yeah. My postcard collection is coming along swimmingly. Alright. So I think what I am going to do, I don't have any inks that will really stand out against this black background. So I am going to emboss. Use that one. For my embossing pad. Hi Tara. No such thing as being late to these parties. Because we're just kind of taking it easy here. People are welcome to come in and out as they please. Jump in where you see fit. I know not everything I do during these lives. I'm so smart. I wrote top on the top of there. I know everything I do is not for everyone. Some people aren't into. Moved it. It shifted. Some people are not into swatching. This is going to be interesting. Some people aren't into Happy Mail. I always have to say it that way. Happy Mail. Oh. I just dumped it all on the table. Yep. it shifted. Such a dork. Just a little bit here and there. Put this back in. I know some paint flaked off. Pot was filled to the brim. It's going to take me forever to get through all this embossing powder at this rate. Heat gun plugged in. Okay. Sorry that took so long. And honestly, it's totally too hot for this, but I like how it looks. So what else? I'm not much of a mark maker, so I think but I feel like it needs something else. If I were to cut it out, I think I would cut along this area because I like this, especially how it, I don't know if you can see it, but it overlaps. The white embossing on top of the green, I really like that. So I think I want this section right here for a postcard. And what would I add to it? The name of the text stamp is everything is disappearing today. I don't know what I just did with the paper. It is called, it's from IO Stamps, and it's called Script. So you can see that. So CC050C-A-C Script. And I actually bought that in the store somewhere when I was visiting Rachel. I don't know where, I don't remember where she took me. But it had a lot of set after stamps, and I think I want this to be the bottom. Yeah, it was a really nice store. It was had fabric. I guess maybe it was a quilting store. I don't know. I'm not gonna. Don't get me to line. What did I say? 4x6 is usually sew it down. I don't know. I kind of like where this dips off too. Maybe I should go this way. I can actually cut that too small. No. Let's see. Let's take a gander. I definitely want in this area. So even this, let's do 6x6, and then I can decide which section I want to cut to 4. A little wider than that. Just in case I want to cut this edge off. Yeah, just in case I am going to cut this edge off. Okay, so hi, Stacy. I think that's a new name. Yeah, new to my channel. Oh, the Brayers. Oh, we were talking about the Brayers earlier. I use a 4-inch soft foam brayer from HobbyLobby.com. I pulled up the SKU. Let me see if that browser is still open on my phone. Nope. If you go back in the video, it's still up. There we go. From HobbyLobby.com, and that's the SKU 571323, and it's a soft foam brayer. I think I do like this one, this side. So, what is that, 4.5? That's at 4. I want to cut it right there. I think I want this down here. And then cut some of this off up here. And I think I like that. I think I like it a lot. I kind of don't want to add anything else to it, to be honest. If I'm being honest, I think I like it just like that. And maybe I'll mount it on white cardstock. Clearly I did not put that? Did I put that right? Yep, 4x6. So this postcard part is just a little smaller than it should be. But yeah, I think I'm going to mount that on there like that. Just like that. Love it. Okay. Glue stick. And just like that, we moved into the postcard segment of our show. Where's my paper? There's my scrap paper. Just like that. Welcome to the postcard segment. Moving right along. And did I pronounce your username correct? What did I say before? Stasig. That's what I said. Yep, that's what I said. This had embossing powder on it. Embossing powder is kind of right up there with glitter for me. It just gets all over the place. I might cut that down. This little border on the back is kind of driving me nuts. That was a little thick. Oh, I got it right. Yay for me. Gold star. All right, I really like this. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, we got so many more. Let's see. I think this one had just enough on there to where it didn't need any more, but I'm not sure if I could say the same for what's left over. Like this is, I'm not going to use that. I might save this part just to make a sticker out of, but I really don't like that. I kind of shifted on that. Maybe I'll cut this and I have to emboss something else on it. Like, why is she working with two different cutters? I like to be able to see, and with the guillotine, I just feel like I can't see very well when I'm cutting with that. And then when I need to get a close cut, this is not dependable. So the guillotine is really nice. I'm getting a nice, sharp, close cut on stuff. I guess I don't have to make this 4x6. Maybe this can just be a 3x9. I kind of like it having it all black like this. Indecisive Jackie today. Okay. Said I was going to cut this part off for a sticker. Just get a little of it because it kind of looks like not text when it's like that. So that's that. this is garbage. That, I'm going to keep that too. This can be a nice little whatever on a tag or something. Where am I? I'm with this one because this doesn't have enough either. I might leave this. Let's see. Last week I had 2 postcards. I didn't have 3 postcards last week, did I? That's cool. And then I've got these half-done tags up here that I can just stick some of this stuff on. Let's see. With this, I am going to cut this. What am I going to do? Am I cutting this down? This might need a little bit more, maybe. Stamps. Stamps and archival ink. Maybe that. I think I like that circle one. Or either this one. And the color of choice will be still rearranging stuff, so I was just wondering, did I move my inks? But no, they're right here where they should be. So let's see, what should we do? Maybe black archival ink. Cornflower, maybe a nice subtle stamp there. Let's say black, cornflower. We can go with a gray maybe, some more gray. Watering can. Subdued palette. Although maybe we can add a little pop. I don't know. I don't think I'm a pop of color type of person today. The green, maybe peeled paint. Let's look at those. And so I said I would probably try this circle stamp right here. This is another one of the stamps that I got when I went to that store. I follow them on Instagram, but for the life of me, I cannot remember the name of the place. It's absolutely no idea even where to begin searching for that shop. But they do have an Instagram account. And ooh, I've hit over 2,000 followers. Look at that, guys. Yay. For the longest time, I've always had more posts than I've had followers. And so that's exciting. No idea what this store is called. Oh, I might have to just tag them. I was hoping it was right up at the top. These aren't in alphabetical order either. I know Rachel could tell me if she was on here because it's her little gym that she took me to. It's kind of like you can't even see it from the street or anything. It looks like it's around some kind of like industrial office area type place. And but once you walk inside, it's like, oh my goodness. Everything. It's like a mixed media artist's dream with the fabric, the papers, the stamps, just a little bit of everything. Now, what order are these in? This is ridiculous. Come on, Instagram. At least put them in alphabetical order. have no idea. Can't even begin to think of what the name of that store is called. So, maybe some green? Ooh, not feeling the green though. I want blue. Let's go with blue. And these are cling stamps, but I don't think I would ever use them that way. I just want a little, that blue's not quite what I thought it would be. A little darker than I thought it would be. I know it's nice to swatch even your ink pads, but I haven't wrapped my mind around that one yet. Maybe, oh, Faded Jean. I know that one comes out pretty dark as well, but I think it might be the kind of blue that I'm looking for. This one's, I don't think that's quite the blue I'm looking for. Oh, maybe that other blue was the blue I was looking for. It looks better than the one I have. I'm trying to pull this curtain a little more because it's far too bright. For you guys, now that I have that blue up there, I think I do prefer this blue. But now I don't want to stamp this stamp anymore. I want to go to another stamp. Maybe we'll bring some more text in here with the gray. Oh, I didn't clean this off. Let's dry out. Oh, I didn't gotta go through my list of things to do that's for this week. Today's the last day of the week, and I got a whole list of stuff that I haven't done. Craft-wise, I'm gonna have to try and knock most of them out by the end of the day. I'm going to go. I had a hard, like I said earlier, I had a hard time getting up this morning, so I didn't get my routine mocha frappe from the local coffee shop that opened up, what is it, maybe late last year? I know it might have been earlier this year. Everything's just running together. But I usually get a croissant sandwich, bacon, egg, and cheese croissant sandwich from there. Oh my God, it's so good. And my mocha, huge 32-ounce mocha frappe, way too much caffeine for me to be having. But it gets me through the day because these live streams, I enjoy them, but they can be draining. Oh my gosh, look at that. This is, love that. This is like my favorite script stamp ever. All the excitement. Thanks for the likes, guys. I put that circle stamp on there, but I don't think it's going to end up making the cut, like the literal cut, because I think I'm done embellishing this. I hate it when you look for something and it's exactly where it's supposed to be and that's not where you're looking. made it. Maybe. Cut this edge off. Four. So these circles are going to be in there, but I feel like they're kind of lonely. Maybe I need to stamp it again over here. I feel like they're going to be lonely. Get the other blue off of there. So I've got 2 postcards. And maybe we'll try to get a tag in there with some of the strips I cut. Where am I going with this? Okay, I'm over here now. Okay. So we're going to... I'm going to cut this blue off because I do like the blue and I don't want to mess it up. I'll have that strip. So we're going to put on 4 inches. Oh, that got in there. Maybe I don't need to stamp it now. And I shall not. So this can get stamped on wet. My paper. Because we're going to keep it moving. Okay. Got that. Put it back in its sleeve so I don't lose it. Ooh-wee, I really love these postcards today. Got some little strips right here. Ink pads are in the way. Stamps are in the way. The garbage can is too far from me, so all the paper is going on the floor. This, I'll find something else to do with this, I guess. I don't know. I think I really like these 2. That's what we got done today. And some strips. And I need to put this on the back in. Here's my scrap paper. A glue stick. I cut that mandala in a circle, but maybe it would look nice as a postcard as well if I cut it down into 4ths and kind of stick it in the corner there. Corner of a postcard. Nothing like the challenge of trying to line straight edges up. Oh my, I really do love these. They turned out great. Let me get that corner there. None of it's sticking. What the heck? Dude, what are these? Glue on here. That side stick. Maybe I didn't roll the stick up enough. That wouldn't have been fun going through the mail, whoever received it. Good thing caught it. Cutting it down. Okay, just one of the edges needs trimming. Okay. That's nice. I really like that. One, two, and let's see. Maybe we can stick something. I was thinking we had a tag. We kind of just cut some of it off and stuck it to a postcard, like boom, and just like cut the edges off. Is that too crazy? Am I not? That doesn't make sense. Let me know if I'm way off on that. What do you think? Inquiring minds want to know. I have so many things to get done, and I really have the desire to go to craft stores. I have a problem. I need help. Dare I say, an intervention. Let me do this way because I can't see what I'm doing here. So, got this. Maybe kind of boring. I mean, I would stamp it in the background with look like this. It doesn't cover the whole postcard, but technically I could cut the postcard down because it can be smaller than 4x6. That's just the size I had my son cut all of the postcards bases to. So just sporadically stamp in the background. How about that? And see how that works. Here's the gray. By sporadic, I clearly don't really mean sporadic. Just a little bit here. Because the middle part's going to be covered up, so as long as we're hitting up the, don't move. We're hitting up the bottom. Heck, why did I just get that on the end like that? And a little bit on this side. I think this might have some ink. Yeah. Okay, there we go. There's that, there's that, there is that. And something to stamp the rest of this off onto. Where did my other pieces of paper go? I have just here. And might have blown them away. Okay. That wasn't too successful. Let's keeping all that together. It's just right here. Oh, there they go. A little scrap paper that can easily give me something to work with. There's a little left on there. smeared. Love that. I'm going to make an ATC out of that. I have a goal of, that was part of the goal for the vacation time, was to go through scrap paper and get rid of all of it, like make it into ATC backgrounds or postcard backgrounds, maybe collage with them. That's so nice and subtle. I really like that. This really is a wonderful stamp. Money well spent. And trust me, I do have some craft supply regrets. Okay. Without a doubt, I have my regrets. So we're about close to finishing this up. I don't know, I kind of, even though I did that, still don't think this stands out enough. Maybe this is just too big of a post. I mean, too big of a tag. There are my words. There you are, words. Okay, but I like this in the middle here. What are we doing? We're collaging now, Jackie, today after we've done prints? Sure. I like this. Oh, it says I'm having some streaming issues. I'm not freezing for you guys, am I? We did that. Maybe some washi. Any of the washi I get today kind of go with this. Got this blue washi. Nah. I feel like I need to edge it maybe in black. It never really comes out the way I hope it would. I don't know why I just did that. I like edging in paint. It never really does it for me. There's some edging. I think it's because it's never a deep, dark enough black for me. That's why I always end up pulling out the paint and edging it again every single time. So I don't know why I even bother with the ink pad. And I know I'm going to do that. I think I kind of want this one here. I don't know. I think we're done with that part. I'll figure that out later. When it comes to you, it comes to you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And we still had this on here. What was that pulling this with white? will be the third postcard. I think this will be an easy one to do. So that we have the 3 postcards. Get in there. Line it up. My stencil though. I think I'll stencil the flower in white on the front of this. Or emboss it. So that's what I was going to do, emboss. Ooh, this paint doesn't want to come off. It doesn't want to come off. Super thick. That's darker than I thought it was going to be. I thought that was going to be more blue than that. But oh, excuse me, I yawn. I keep trying to force that. It's not going to work. I have to think about that. I wasn't expecting to be so green. So my mind is like really set on these. I really love this color palette and I just can't do green right now. So I think this is what we're ending up with today. We've got 2 postcards, 2 gel printed postcards with some stamping. Love how this Impressible looks on here. Love the embossing. And I don't know where all the sun is coming from. And I think that's it for today, everyone. Thank you to those who joined in with me. And I hope you have a great weekend. And I'll try to remember some of the things I talked about so that I can go back and link them. The Brayer, because I don't typically link my supplies, I think, in these streams. So I'll go and link the Brayer and the Washi and the Impressible. And see if I can find the name of that store, the store where I got all these stamps from. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Thanks so much. And I'll talk to you later. Bye. And I'll be posting these on Instagram. So the link to my Instagram is in the description box below as well. All right. Take care, guys. Bye.